Alright, this is my second cast here, and I'm a little bit drunk. I was just playing a little Super Smash Brothers with my roommates, and I'm a little bit drunk. We're gonna do this cast properly, okay? This is me up in the top corner here, TinkerJoe, the red Zerg, and we got what's his face, the blue Protoss, and we see him planting this early pylon, okay, which is very indicative of an early expand. He'll probably get a early forge right here, gateway, pylon, cannon right here, and he'll do a very standard. Let me turn my volume down. It's really loud. Hang on. Pause. Turn that shit down. Alright, so that's indicative of this early expand build with the forge. This is very popular with the Protoss, especially on maps like this in the Lost Temple. So we'll see what I do here. Forge, shocking. This forge is going right up, and already I've scouted that he's not here in this location. So immediately I've sent out this probe, hotkeyed it as 1, which I really like. I hotkey it as 1, my scout rather, and I see he's not here. So immediately I go for this fast expand. I'm like, whatever, you know, he's a cross positional, and cross positional is a great time to do a fast expand. There's a really long rush distance. So the fast expand is a really safe build. I'm gonna drink some beer. And everything's status quo. Let's pull up the units tab. He's 1 probe ahead of me, which will probably seal the game for him. Oh, 2 probes. Okay, yeah, he's definitely got this game at this point now, since he's got 2 probes. My scout sees pretty much everything. I see this pylon going up, this cannon going up, this gateway. He tries to kill my probe, which I feel like is a kind of a hallmark of the noob. I haven't taken any damage. He pulled a bunch of probes offline to try to deal with this drone, and I'm not sure if he's really doing a whole lot. I've already seen everything, so I'm not sure what he's denying. He puts up the Nexus. However, I get this hatch going. It's almost complete, in fact. And my spawning pool is up. So at 15 hatchery, 14 pool. Delicious. Delicious. Throw out this queen, transfer some drones. Real standard play when you're cross-positional. And cross-positional, I feel like I keep messing that word up on Metalopolis. I threw the spine crawler down because I'm a retard. Actually, I just feel like I want to have this measure of security so it can really drone up. And that's not uncommon. You really want to just feel safe so you can drone up all the time. I'm making zerglings for no real reason, in fact. I know exactly what he's getting. He's not going to have units very soon. And with this build, it's especially very... It really comes down to a lot of build order early game with Zerg and Protoss doing this fast expand. It's, you know, I can obviously manufacture more drones easily than he can. And that's the thing that will be really prevalent in this game. You know, he can do this build, but I'm gonna expand again. Let me spoil the game. Great. Injecting, staying on top of my injections. Inject. Woman! Inject! Inject! I'm terrible at macro, so she's not gonna inject. I'm gonna cough real quick. You can see I'm really bad at macro. Oh, I guess I'm saving up for some kind of creep expand. Great. Creep is really good, obviously. What am I even saying? This is diamond level play, so yeah, creep is good. He's got this whole thing fully operational. He's very secured in this position. I have a little door right here for maybe banelings or zerglings or something to do a little economic damage, and we'll see if I take advantage of that. For the most part, if we look at the production tab, I'm pretty ahead on the drones, and that's basically my strategy right now. Going for the layer. Got 2 gases going up, so I guess I'm gonna try to just use some friggin' technology on this guy. Blow him out of the water with some tech. And not staying on top of my macro with these queens. A little bit. So he's pretty much walling this off. This is really strong. I literally can't get a unit in here at this point. He's completely walled off. He's got this really safe expansion. He's mining away. Let's look at the income tab. I'm still ahead. I'm still ahead by a pretty hearty amount because units tab. I guess I got the same amount as workers as him. He's just terrible at this game, I guess. This guy's actually pretty good. What did I just do? This is horrifying. Let's bring it back here. Yeah, you know, he's ahead on these units, these worker units, because we're in this macro race, essentially. You know, let me pull it ahead forward again. Bleh. So, this is where we actually should be. I don't know why I'm hitting all these tabs. So he's got 2 gateways coming up, a Twilight Council. He's gonna be doing. So he's got 4 gateways total. Twilight Council. Obviously, gateway units are the center of his strategy here. Not shocking. These are his core units. I got a lot of gas up. At this point, my plan is to really get a solid tech advantage on him. Hydras are very effective as far as tech goes on Protoss. TVZ, Hydras are just strong, no questions. So I'm morphing in a shit ton of banelings. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 banelings. I want to do a lot of economic damage. We'll see if that works, because I kind of have to battle all his defensive units here. It's kind of awkward. I feel like this strategy did not work out for me so much. Maybe killing 2 probes, 3 probes. Not in my advantage. Kind of ruining his door here. Nothing incredible. I feel like that was a real big blunder for me. Maybe in the future I'll not be doing something quite as, ridiculous as that. I feel like that was a ridiculous presumption that I'll somehow do a huge economic advantage by killing probes with him, and I'm killing 2 probes for 18 banelings. 18? I mean 11 banelings. And honestly, that's as we all know, not a good trade. Let's see what we got under the production tab here. P. Production. Let's go. Production. D. I'm just kind of pumping out the Hydras at this point because they're so good versus this gateway unit mix. Pretty much every gateway unit is really vulnerable to Hydras. I'm getting the groove spines, obviously. He's getting a lot of very techy research. Blink, Psystorm, and these will prove problematic for me. Psystorm, like in Brood War, very effective versus the Zerg army. You know, it's very strong. I'm just massing up units here. Let's see what he's up to. He doesn't have a lot of units. He's going pure macro game, and he's safe, basically. And I'm getting this 3rd expansion up here. Trying to just seal this economic advantage of him. He's not pressuring me. I can do whatever the fuck I want, basically. Excuse my language. I can do whatever I want. He's tacking on more gateways. Robotics Bay. Colossus is so strong. I'm gonna cough in like 2 seconds. Drink some beer as well. So we got a ton of Hydralisks here. I'm trying to move out, do something, find out information, do some pressure. He basically has no units, but that's no concern of his. He's really focusing on this macro. He's kind of a lot of minerals idling. He could really produce a lot of zealots with charge. That'd be really strong versus my army composition, Hydras and Lings, you know. Zealots really melt Hydra Ling when they have charge. It's a really strong upgrade. Let's go to production tab. Production. Not a lot being produced, I must confess. He's making a Colossus, which is, you know, as aforementioned, very strong versus this army. I'm moving in for some kind of attack. I do have a lot of Hydras, which should prove problematic for him, as he, you know, really doesn't have a whole lot. I'm mobilizing this whole Hydra army in production. I have some Hydras coming in. Let's see where they're rallied. Can't quite see because I'm pretty new at this whole casting thing. These bases are not connected, which is pretty lame of me. I gotta say, pretty lame of me. I'm moving in, and I'm fearful of this Colossus. This is not good for me. I'm kind of just dilly-dallying around, trying to get this delicious concave dealing damage, not having this cannon attack me whatsoever. Killing some structures. Going in for this Colossus kill, and I'm not sure if that's strong for me. I'm losing a lot of units. You know, doing decent damage. Psystorm's going down. Hydras are so slow off creep. They're getting absolutely obliterated by Psystorm and the static defense he's put up. So I'm actually going to turn down the volume because it's pretty ridiculous right now. Take down to like 30 maybe. 30 sounds good. So he's got Colossi out. The multiple of Colossus, the plural of Colossus. And at this point he's really, he's got 3 bases up. Not really working off 3 bases, but he's working on this 3rd base. And he's got a strong army composition. Like, I would not question this is a very strong Protoss army composition. Stalkers, Templar, Colossi. He can really melt the standard Zerg army. I'm going for this. I just put this. I'm parched. I need beer. He just put this. Rather, I put this hatchery down, trying to get more econ advantage on him, as I've saturated 3 bases essentially. This looks like saturation, 3 bases, easily. And I'm just massing Hydra. And to be honest, I'm a little behind the ball, as Hydra is not particularly effective versus this composition. I know what his composition is. He's got Templar, 4 in fact. He's got 3 Colossi. And these will just melt away my Hydras. I need to really tack on something that can deal with these units. And his omnipotent observer is seeing everything that I'm doing here. Really good creep cover, to toot my own horn. Pretty good creep cover. I'm trying to, you know, just extend this creep all the way to his base. And we'll see throughout the game if that's prevalent. Putting on a few mutas to